morning, good afternoon, good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Tanks and Tutties, presented by Tubbs and Frankie. This week, we should have a pretty quick episode. We're going to talk NFL draft as well as baseball. Not a lot to talk about in the draft. There was only one big surprise, to be honest with you, but we're going to talk about how our teams did, what we think, and then a couple other things. But let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Oh man, what did I do? That is a great question. Thursday, I was watching the draft and with you, made some food. Friday night, I watched a little bit more of the draft. And then Saturday, Paige and I got up, ran some errands, went to the gym. We bought a Planet Fitness Black Card like 2 weeks ago, and this is the first time we've gone just because she's been so busy, and then she had her white coat, and then she was sick for a week. And like I could probably go alone, but I just haven't. But got into Planet Fitness. It was nice. Haven't gone since Saturday. I will tell you, I did a leg workout, and my calves are still fucking sore.
Oh, yeah. That first leg workout will kill you.
Yeah, and I love doing leg workouts, but holy shit. And then Sunday, we got up and went and got groceries. Paige had a lot of homework to do, so I played a lot of MLB The Show on Sunday, caught up on some of my shows that I've been meaning to catch up on. Succession is one of them. Still, I'm in season 3 and I still don't know what the fuck's going on, but good show anyways. Watched some baseball this weekend. It was a pretty chill weekend for us. We had some okay weather, not great. It's been warm, but it's been rainy. Yeah, it was all right. We did go to... We went out to drink on Saturday, and we went to Weisaker, which is a brewery here. Had some beers. We were there for like 2 hours. We ordered a pizza when we first got there. It took them probably 45 minutes for a cheese pizza. And then they came out and they're like, what are you guys waiting on? And we're like, a cheese pizza. And they're like, oh, that's it? And we're like, yeah. They came out like 20 minutes later, finally, with our cheese pizza. And we got there at 8 and they closed at 10. So we had about 30 minutes to finish our drinks and eat our pizza. We ended up then going to Laughlin Yard, which is this, I don't really want to call it a bar. I don't really know how exactly to describe it. But it's like this big outdoor patio bar. Got fire pits and stuff outside, a bunch of TV screens. It's really dope. We were there for probably 3 more hours. We were out pretty late on Saturday, but other than that, that was about all we did this weekend. So how was your weekend?
I had an awesome weekend. By the way, before we were recording here, I was watching some spins just to see how our numbers were doing, and I just closed it out, but I happened to see that 2 hit at a 500x.
Ouch.
Wow. That would have been nice. That's our number.
You're wasting it.
I gotta stop looking.
Wasting it.
But that's a good sign. They're hot. My weekend. Let me get out my notes here. I had a busy one. Well, kind of busy, kind of not. Friday, Sid came over and we watched a little rom-com, the new one with Sydney Sweeney.
Yep.
Pretty good. Needed a little bit more calm for my liking, but it was a good movie.
Yeah, Paige and I watched it and we thought it was kind of overrated.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like, oh
for
my
all
gosh.
the hype it got, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we just watched a little bit of sports. I think I played a little bit of games Friday night, but not for long. Saturday, got up, went to the gym, grocery shopped, and then I had a busy Sunday, so I just kind of did a bunch of chores, did some laundry, did some cooking for the week, cleaned the house up a little bit, and then went and hung out with Sid Saturday night. And then Sunday, we went down to Detroit for the Tigers game. Got to see Scooble's masterclass in person. He went 7 innings, 6 Ks, 4 hits. Just a phenomenal outing from the kid. And then her sister works for the team, so we got to go see her office, which was pretty cool. We saw her apartment, which is right across from Comerica. It's super fucking cool. And then we went to a nice dinner. It was this Italian place, but it was kind of funny. I think I thought this place had like a dress code because Sid was like, wear a polo and like some nice shorts. So I did, and then all the girls wore dresses. I was like, wow, this place must be like fancy. And then we get in there, and there was dudes in wife beaters and sweatpants. I was like, huh. But you could tell they had some money. I mean, they had like a Louis V bag and like a crazy watch, but the food was phenomenal. I got the chicken parm. It was delicious. I shouldn't have ate the whole thing, but I did. Delicious. And then got back Sunday night. I think what did I do Sunday night? Not much because we got back late. We got back at like 9 o'clock. So I think I just brushed my teeth and went to bed, to be honest with you. But great game. Tigers won. I got to see my first ever Tigers home run. There was 2 of them. Shout out to Wencio Perez and Jake Rogers. Torkelson didn't play. So all the bets that I talked about last week, I didn't end up placing because FanDuel got rid of the first home run hitter play, which I'm glad they did because I definitely would have bet no first home run.
Maybe for that game because it's still up.
I didn't see it for the Tigers game today either.
Probably because it's doubleheader.
Maybe. What else was I going to say? Oh, I sent you guys a couple parlays. Not even close. But I enjoyed the game. It was a great game. And then, we got back Sunday night and just went to bed and worked. I got to see kind of like the aftermath of the draft being in Detroit. And you could tell they had this place set up perfectly. I mean, there was porta-johns everywhere. There was little tents where you could see vendors were. It was pretty sweet. I kind of wish I went down and saw a round of the draft, but it's all good. Maybe next year we'll go to Green Bay together. Did you see the hotels in Green Bay are already sold out for that weekend next year?
That doesn't surprise me at all.
There's literally 2 of them, and they're fully sold out.
That's insane.
I'm pretty sure just the NFL and the media and all the players probably took up all of the hotels.
That's
so where are the fans
wild.
gonna stay? I mean, I'm sure there's hotels just outside, but it's going to be interesting how Green Bay does because Detroit is obviously set up way better than Green Bay for that many people.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting. Locks and long shots here. I'm 13-12-1 on my locks, kind of cooling off a bit, trying to get back on the right track. If I don't hit this week, next week I'm going to do another 4 spot just to kind of get back on the train tracks here. Still open. Torque over 28.5 home runs. They just finished up game 1 today. He still has not hit a home run, and I'm pretty sure he is going to be sent down to the minors here shortly. He is just not seeing the ball well. I don't know if he's trying to guess pitches, kind of similar to Baez, and he's just getting toasted. I don't know. He struck out twice today. He grounded out and he flew out. He singled, struck out twice, and grounded out. So getting ready to mark that one as a loss, but gonna leave it, obviously. If he gets sent down to the minors, I'm taking it off. I'm not even looking at it anymore. It's a loss. Last week I had the over in the Vegas-Dallas game. That game finished 3-1, so it ended up going under. So this week, we're going with the Braves-Mariners, under 7.5 runs. 2 good pitchers are on the mound. Sale was phenomenal last week. What did he go? He went 9 innings, 2 hits or something?
Yeah, something like that.
No earned. And then Emerson Hancock's been sneaky good as well. His ERA doesn't reflect it, but his stuff is good. I like a pitcher's duel here. Under 7.5 should be safe. Just gotta find a W, and that's where we're gonna find it. Longshots. We hit one last week. 5-16-1, still open. Scooble Cy Young, plus 1,600. He is the current favorite at plus 300. This dude is so good right now, and I honestly don't think we're seeing his best stuff yet because on Sunday when I was there, you could tell his command wasn't really there, but he still ended up getting 6 Ks and only gave up 4 hits, and 2 of them were in the first. Like, that dude, he locked it the fuck down. Just need Corbin Burns to chill the fuck out or get injured, and this thing's looking really fucking good. I'm really excited because I actually bet this myself at plus 1,600, so I'm really excited. I've never had a future look this good this deep into the season. Normally they're dead pretty quick, like my Torque home runs, but this one's exciting to watch. Tigers to win the Central. They're still there. They lost today in a shitty fashion. Fucking Flaherty just threw 14 Ks today, and the Tigers only put up 1 run. They lose 2-1 in a 9th inning rally from the Cardinals. So 16-13 now. I believe we're right in the middle. I think we're 2 games back of the Royals and 4 back of the Guardians. So they're right there. It's something fun to watch. Just need a good run. Last week, I had Vegas Moneyline versus the Stars. Like I said, they won 3-1. So that was a hit. I believe that was plus 130. This week, we're going with the Guardians Moneyline over the Astros on Wednesday, plus 145. It's Verlander going up against Tristan McKenzie. McKenzie hasn't been great, but he's due. And Verlander was ass in his first start. He's obviously coming back from injury. He's old. The Astros don't look very good either right now. I know they're going to get hot, and they're probably going to end up winning the West, and I should probably grab them, but I'm not going to. The Guardians just keep winning games they shouldn't, and this is another one of those, so I think they're going to win this, plus 145. Ride with me. Your locks and long shots. You had a good week on your locks last week, I believe.
I did. That's 2 good weeks in a row for the locks. We are up to 21-15. I had the first 4 picks exacta in the NFL draft at minus 120. That hit. I also ended up placing the first 5 exacta. I placed like 3 different ones. They were all plus 290 or better. And I think the one that I ended up hitting was like plus 530 or something like that. So good hits on those. I had the Cubs money line versus the Astros last Wednesday. They won. And then I had the Orioles money line versus the Angels last week. They won as well. That was a full sweep last week. So this week I'm going to stick actually all to baseball as well. We're going to go the Blue Jays Royals Nerfy tonight. It is Jose Barrios versus Cole Reagans. 2 really good pitchers. All we got to do is get a simple 6 outs to start the game. Phillies minus 1.5 versus the Angels on Wednesday. This is actually plus 100, even odds, but there's some breaking news that we actually got while you were doing your weekend recap that made me feel so much better about this. First off, Zach Wheeler's on the mound. Second off, Mike Trout needs knee surgery. They didn't announce. It's not going to be season ending, apparently. But he does have to have surgery and will be out for a little bit. So that is always good for my bets. Not good for Mike Trout. I did, on our baseball show, talk about Mike Trout under RBIs. So it also helps that.
My fantasy team is falling apart.
Yeah. Tough.
Before you continue, my fantasy team, I started 3-0. I looked fucking great. My pitching's great. My batters are kind of mid. Then last week, Suzuki got hurt. My IR is full, and Suzuki's hurt. I've got Jordan Walker, who's now in the minors. I can't put him in my minor spot.
Wait, why can't you?
I already have somebody there that I can't get rid of. Caminero.
Yeah.
I can't let go of him. And now Mike Trout, my only hitter, really, everybody else is dumb, is now having knee surgery. This is fucking. I'm gonna trade him. Somebody will buy him.
Probably.
Fuck. That sucks. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
And then my last one for my locks is Cubs moneyline Wednesday versus the Mets. It's minus 116 on FanDuel. I didn't check what it is on DraftKings, but Shota Imanaga is on the mound. He has been an absolute stud. Am I just picking on your? I was gonna say, am I just picking on your fantasy baseball team for my locks this week?
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, Shota's looked phenomenal. It's the Mets. The Mets are not good. So we'll take that. Long shots. Long shots are not looking as good as the locks, unfortunately. 8-27. We still have Juan Soto, regular season home run leader, open. And then we have the Bucks over Pacers 4-3. I completely jinxed this one last week. I said that it wasn't looking good because I thought the Bucks were going to run away with it. And I don't think they've won a game since I said that. And Dame got hurt. Giannis is still out. And then last game, Bobby Portis got ejected in like the first 5 minutes. It's bad. We're probably going to end up losing. At this point, we need to reverse sweep them to hit this. So last week I had the Packers to take a cornerback with their first pick at plus 235. That was a very upsetting loss, which we can get into later. And then I had Odunze, second wide receiver picked. This was just kind of a flyer. I didn't really care if it hit or not. It was just kind of out there just in case. It ended up losing. He was the third wide receiver picked. So 0-2 last week. This week I'm going to throw out some more baseball picks. We got Juan Soto for Dinger Tuesday tonight, plus 350. Trying to tail off of my regular season home run leader. It's in Baltimore, winds blowing out. out to center, I believe. And Dean Kramer's on the mound. He's not been very good this year. Then we're going Kyle Tucker, Dinger Tuesday tonight as well. I haven't been throwing out a ton of Dinger Tuesday picks. This week, there's not really too many good games for it. Kyle Tucker and Juan Soto kind of line up in the best 2 games for it. And yeah, that's what we're going to ride with. I'm also going to throw out 2 random ones for the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
Oh, shit.
I have zero research into this whatsoever. I've been looking at ways that I can bet on the Kentucky Derby. Very few ways in Tennessee. But I did find out, for your case, DraftKings has a new app called DK Horse, and FanDuel has a horse racing app, and I believe both are legal in Michigan.
Nice.
So if you want to download that and bet on the Kentucky Derby, here's your picks. First off, you're going to take Catching Freedom at 8-1. I believe the favorite is 5-2 right now, which would be like, what, plus 250?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to take a long shot, Epic Ride, 30-1, plus 3,000. Like I said, no research into this. Don't advise that you tail these. But if you're looking for some fun, Catching Freedom and Epic Ride this weekend.
I wonder if those apps will have some sort of bonus for new users, you know?
I would think probably.
Maybe I'll be able to make a little coin on some Derby action. I'll probably take the favorite on one of them and then maybe just take your flyers there. Hopefully you're right.
Well, and you have like multiple races all day, so.
Right. All right. NFL draft recap. Not a whole lot to talk about. It was pretty chalky. Nothing crazy. There's obviously one really crazy thing that we'll talk about. But first, I just want to start. Lions did amazing in this draft, first of all. Second of all, the city looked great. I mean, we broke the attendance record. It was full every day. The crowd was crazy to start. Good move by Detroit to bring out Eminem, and then who was it? It was Amon-Ra, Hutchinson, Goff, Barry Sanders, and Kelvin Johnson. I think that was everybody.
Yeah.
Just a perfect move to get that crowd hyped up. And then the crowd was great, too. Booing every Ohio State player that was drafted, booing the MSU players. Well, there was only one MSU player drafted, but Keon Coleman got booed as well. And then Caleb Williams, when he got picked, he got booed. And then who was the other big boo? When Dallas was on the clock, they showed Jerry Jones, and everybody booed. And then Dallas ended up trading their pick to Detroit, so that was kind of funny. But this did well for the city because obviously Detroit, not a whole lot of good looks with the murder and crime in that city. But if you just go for a game, it's a really fun city. And yeah, we looked good. I saw a lot of tweets about didn't expect Detroit to do this well, and this is a beautiful city, and blah blah blah. So very cool there. I guess
I would like to say that Green Bay would break the attendance record, but since it's not as big of a, I don't know, like touristy wise, it's probably pretty big, but I don't know. Green Bay's just not the same size city as Detroit, so. Right.
Detroit did it right too. They closed off this whole fucking area that could fit 700,000 people. Well, not 700,000 at the same time. That was throughout the whole weekend. But, yeah, smashed the attendance record. I think it was like 250 before, and we just smashed it. Obviously, when it was in Vegas, they would have smashed it, but I think COVID rules were still intact.
100%.
But we'll hold that record for now. Let's talk about the Lions draft. I'm scared because I loved what they did. I was talking to some guys at work, and we were saying, every year it seems like there's something we don't like, and it's just like Brad Holmes is smarter than us because he's a genius. Like last year with Gibbs, I was pissed. I found the screenshots. I sent them to you. I was mad about the Gibbs pick. I said, what are we fucking doing? Obviously, it was when we still had Swift, so I was like, what are we going to do? Run a 3 fucking running back system? But we ended up trading Swift, and Gibbs was fucking amazing. Now, this draft, we traded up and got Terrion Arnold out of Alabama, cornerback. Loved the pick. I literally said last week, it's got to be cornerback or edge. And we took the cornerback. We traded up for him. He's awesome, by the way. Dude is super just humble, and he's posting all this shit about he's so excited that Detroit got him, and he's so excited to play for fucking Dan Campbell, just a great guy. And then second round, we said, fuck it, let's go corner again. We got 2 cornerbacks, so now you're putting the fucking pressure on these other guys. Step up or get the fuck out. We signed all these corners. They really addressed the main problem. And then in the 4th round, they took this tackle, or was he a guard? Lineman, who played in Canada and really didn't get a lot of recognition. And then as soon as the Lions picked him, it's like, oh, this dude was the sleeper of the draft and blah, blah, blah. And
I personally think that's going to be such a bust of a pick.
If it, that's the cool part too, though, is that if it is, it's fine because our line is already built. He's not drafted to be a starter. He's a project piece, which is amazing. And then they took a running back, which was kind of weird. Was it a running back? Hang on, I gotta look. I can't remember. I only remember the first 2 rounds. Lions draft picks 2024. What the frick? Here we go, draft picks tracker. 24, Tyrion Arnold. Enos Rakestraw. Is it Rakestraw? I don't know. Cool name.
Rakestraw.
Giovanni Manu is the tackle I was talking about. And then, Vaki, the running back out of Utah. He's a project piece. He's probably not going to play, obviously. But if he's a stud, guess what? Now we got a 3-headed monster in the backfield. I'm always a fan of taking SEC players with that D tackle out of LSU that we got. And then you kind of get into the picks where it doesn't really matter. Who was Mr. Relevant this year? I didn't see.
I believe it was a cornerback.
That's right. It was a cornerback.
I didn't see who the player was, but
I think he was out of Alabama. Right? I thought that's what I saw.
Let me look.
Yeah, Jalen Key out of Bama. Safety. Sorry, it was a safety.
I knew it was a defensive back.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy that an SEC player was taken last. You don't really see Bama, I should say.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts on the Lions draft?
I mean, I thought it was good. After the first 2 rounds, I didn't really pay attention to it that much. Like I said, I think that the guard out of British Columbia is probably going to be a bust, but at round 4, it's not that bad. Mekhi Wingo, I do like. I think that being like, you guys got him in the 6th round, and granted, like, D tackle wasn't very deep, but he was like the 10th overall D tackle in the draft. So like to get him in the 10th or get him in the 6th isn't bad. He also played at LSU, which like it's a big school, so he obviously put up some stats. I don't know. I mean, I think you guys fit what you needed. I think about what the Lions do compared to what the Packers do, and it's complete opposites. I think the Lions fans I think all fans kind of get their eyes set on somebody that they're like, man, this is who we want in the draft. And the Lions usually end up getting that person.
Right.
Whereas the Packers,
100%.
Every year, personally, which actually I know this isn't just a personal thing, I know this is an entire fan base thing, we get our eyes on 2 or 3 prospects that we're all like, yeah, we want these guys.
Go get them. Yep.
I couldn't name a single one in the last probably 5 years that I've liked pre-draft that we've actually drafted. Mm-hmm. Not a single one. I'm not going to lie, when we made it to our pick in the 1st round and Cooper DeJean was still on the board, and I've been just loving Cooper DeJean. I wanted him so bad. And he was still on the board for our 1st pick, and I was like, oh my God, he's going to fall to us. This is fucking awesome. And then we took a fucking offensive tackle, which I was like, okay, we need either offensive tackle or we need cornerback. But if Cooper DeJean was on the board, I wanted Cooper DeJean so bad. So after day 1, I was a little bit upset, but Cooper DeJean was still available. So I was like, all right, we're pick 9 in round 2. A lot of those picks move up early in the 2nd round. Maybe we move up and get DeJean, or he falls to us. 2nd round starts. Cooper DeJean's fallen with every pick. And I was like, holy shit, no chance that this guy falls to us in the 2nd round. I legitimately was to the point where if we got Cooper DeJean in the second, I didn't care about our first-round pick. The first 2 rounds was a huge win because we got an offensive tackle and we got Cooper DeJean in the first 2 rounds. We ended up trading back, and Cooper DeJean got taken the pick before we would have been up. We could have easily traded up to where the Eagles ended up drafting DeJean. Traded back, got Edgerrin Cooper. I'm not going to lie, I do like that pick as well. It's not flashy, but he was like the second best, or no, he was the best linebacker in the class. Played at A&M. I watched some of his highlights, which granted it's a highlight tape, so it looks good regardless. He's fucking fast. I'm not gonna lie.
He looks big. I'm looking at a picture
he's
of him right
huge. And we needed linebacker bad too. So I'm not gonna say that it was a bad first 2 rounds. Javon Bullard, the safety in the late second round, was also a good pick. Fills another hole. We didn't take a cornerback until the 7th round, which I guess that says more for the roster that we already have than the draft picks. I don't know. I wish we would have gotten a cornerback, but I guess they are more confident in Jair and Eric Stokes staying healthy and Valentine and Ballantyne playing well. So I guess we can make that work. I think the weirdest thing for the Packers draft was the Marshawn Lloyd pick in the 3rd round. The running back out of USC. I also am not going to shit on this pick because if he takes over for A.J. Dillon, I'm not going to be mad at all. I just think it's weird because Lloyd's kind of the same type of runner as Josh Jacobs. So, like, is he really going to take over for A.J. Dillon, or is he just going to be the replacement for Josh Jacobs? Like, it's the same type of running back. So, I don't know. All in all, I'm not ecstatic about it. I'm also not upset with it. It's whatever. I should have known that we weren't going to take Cooper DeJean because we never, ever take anybody that the entire fan base likes. And we got our quarterback of the future. So Michael Pratt in the 7th round out of Tulane. And just another Hall of Fame quarterback in the making. So
This fucking cat, let me tell you, every time I'm in my office, her litter box is in here, unfortunately. Every time I'm in here, she comes in here and shits because she knows it's going to stink it up. I'm telling you, she does it on purpose. My sister leaves, and all of a sudden, she's got to poop. Like, what the fuck? Did you see the Lions picked up our boy Cade Peterson from Grand Valley?
Oh, that's where he ended up going. I saw that Cade signed somewhere. I just didn't know where.
Detroit, baby. Hometown guy.
Quarterback of the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't hate it. Somebody said it. Somebody said Jared Goff 2.0.
He is pretty similar, yeah.
Yep. The other draft news that I had, first of all, sorry, I was trying to log into DK Horse there. That's why I was quiet. The Packers draft, I know you didn't get what you wanted, but I think they did really good. They filled the need.
That's
with
what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it was a bad draft,
Jordan
but
Love.
it wasn't like ecstatic.
You got the linebacker, and then you got the safety's huge because I feel like you guys haven't had a good safety in a minute. Well, no, because Jair's a cornerback, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have
So you haven't
Keyshawn
had-
Nixon, who's been pretty good. And then we signed Xavier McKinney, which Xavier McKinney's going to be huge for us.
Well, on the
if
safety,
he-
too, you
if
can
he can
move
stay
them
healthy.
to that. You can move them to that Viper position, similar to how Branch was last year, where
Yeah.
they're blitzing, they're covering, like they do it all.
Well, and that's what people were
This
saying
cat
about
won't shut
Bullard
up.
was that he is this year's Brian Branch.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
I put out some draft bets, by the way. I know I told you because we were watching together. I think I put out 3 or 4 draft bets. Some long shots, some not. Not a single one hit. Not a single
I
one.
kind of
went
wiped
over.
the slate clean with the draft. I did really well. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you crushed it. The other news here, Sketch, one of our favorite people. Maybe just me. I don't know. I love him. He's
Nah,
hilarious.
I love Sketch.
First of all, he was in Detroit. He did some, I'm assuming it was some promo work for the draft. That was hilarious. He was catching balls from Caleb Williams, and he pulled his hammy. He had to be carted out. That was hilarious. And then he got to announce the pick for the Texans. Just great content. I loved it, too, because nobody knew who this guy was. And then it was pretty loud, though, when he first came out. The younger generation showed out, and then he announced I think it was Cade Stover, Ohio State tight end.
Yep.
So the crowd booed like crazy, and you could tell he didn't get it. So I hope, because I love Sketch, I don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't want him to have a sour taste about Detroit. I hope somebody told him, hey, he plays at the rival school, so that's why it wasn't you, it was him. Because his reaction, you could tell he was like, oh, shit, what did I say? The only other draft news that I think needs to be brought up, it was pretty chalky the whole first round. That's the only thing worth talking about. JJ fell a little bit further than people thought. I'm a little bit disappointed that my team's got to beat his ass twice a year, and I can't really root for his success. But for him, he got put in the best scenario he could have. He's throwing to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, so we're going to find out real quick if JJ is a serviceable NFL quarterback. The big news, though, was the Falcons. What the fuck are they thinking? They signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year deal, $180 million, I think $120 guaranteed.
I have some hot
and then
takes about
they draft Michael Penix, quarterback, and they don't tell Kirk. I've got some takes. I want to hear yours, though, because I think yours are going to be opposite of mine, so it'll be a good conversation. Let's hear it.
So looking at, I currently have Kirk Cousins' contract pulled up. Kirk Cousins is not going to be a Falcon in 2026.
What's that, 2 years?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
It's a 4-year deal. But there's the injury guarantee that Russ had starting in 2026. And granted the cap hit is like $57.5 million in 2026 and 2027. But there's also a potential out after 2026. So he's either not going to be a Falcon after 26 or he's not going to be a Falcon after 2025. He's not making it to 2027. He will not be on the Falcons in 2027.
What makes you say that, though?
Because they drafted Penix. You don't use a first-round draft pick and then sit him for 4 years. It's like...
It makes no sense to me, though, because you just signed Kirk. You could have got him a weapon. You could have got some defense, but you did nothing to help him with your first-round pick.
I will agree with that. I don't think that the pick made sense where they did it. Like, they could have easily traded back and still gotten Penix if they wanted to. Like, no way was Penix going to go before McCarthy. They probably could have traded back to 10 or 11.
The thing that I don't understand is they must have really loved something about Penix, but to me, he's not a better quarterback than JJ. First of all, I've got a little bit of bias with lefties. They don't work out. Tua's obviously trying to change that. But you could have got JJ, who's 21, because Penix is 24. So if your plan is, hey, we're going to sit him for 2 years and then we're going to kick Kirk to the curb, why wouldn't you take the younger guy who's not going to be 26 and starting his first year? I don't get it. Now, the other thing, and if they did this, it would be sweet, is I don't remember if I brought it up on the podcast or not, but somebody told me about their idea of a 2-quarterback system where you have a mobile quarterback and more of a pocket passer, and you put them in there at the same time. And you don't know if they're going to pocket pass or if that mobile quarterback's going to get the snap and roll out. It could be the next generation of football. That would be sweet if they did that. But the big thing to me is they didn't tell Kirk anything. Why would you not just say, hey, heads up? You can totally lie to him, too. Just say, hey, heads up. We're taking a quarterback, but he's going to sit behind you. You're going to teach him your ways. And we're gonna do what the Packers did. And the people saying that, oh, they're just trying to do what the Packers did, it's entirely different. Kirk Cousins is not a top 3 quarterback of all time like Aaron Rodgers.
He also hasn't been there his entire career.
Right. And Jordan Love is younger. He was a young guy, and it was a late first-round pick. It wasn't top 10. The talent you can get in the top 10 is miles better than at the end of the first round. And I'm not trying to say Jordan Love's not a good talent. We obviously saw it last year. Jordan Love's fucking great. But
yeah, he is.
You cannot sit here and say, oh, they're just doing what the Packers did. It worked well for the Packers. It worked well for the Packers because Aaron Rodgers got on board. He was a great fucking quarterback, and he taught Jordan Love some shit. You see it. He looks just like him out there. He's going to fucking ruin my life for the next 10 years, just like Rodgers did. We got him last year, though. 1-0 Lions. But I just think it put a sour taste in Kirk Cousins' mouth, and now you made a move where it's win now, and you just sold that because now Kirk's pissed. He's probably going to request a trade, and then you're fucked. But
that's
you
the
know
thing
what? You're
where
not
I was
fucked,
most
though, because you got
confused.
Penix.
That's the thing where I was most confused because you signed Kirk as a win now move, and then you drafted everything for the future.
Right. You went rebuild after you went win now. It makes no sense. What were their other picks? Let's see what else they did.
So they got a D tackle in the second, an edge in the third, D tackle in the fourth, linebacker in the fifth, and then a running back, a wide receiver, and a D tackle in the sixth.
I think, here's my take. I think they're going to regret this. And because at that 8th pick, they could have had, who was it? I got to find it.
Odunze or Neighbors?
No, there was a defensive player everybody was saying they were going to take. Dallas Turner, the edge out of Bama. You could have had the best edge rusher in the draft, and instead you took one, what'd you say, like 4th round, who's probably not going to see the field.
But, get a wide receiver. You have, what, Drake London? Who's their other wide receivers? Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Rondale Moore.
Yeah.
Yep. Drake London, good.
You could have had a nice you could have had Kirk Cousins, Drake London, either you probably would have won Odunze, and then Kyle Pitts and Bijan. That would have been a scary offense.
Right? Yeah.
And that's what wins in the NFL now is the scary offense. Look at last year's playoffs. Every playoff team had a scary offense. There was no I would argue the Bucs offense wasn't scary.
I am looking currently at their depth chart on this site called Our Lads, and it shows where the players came from, if they were undrafted, or if they were a draft pick, if they were on a contract, if they were traded, whatever. Not a single one of their rookies that they drafted currently lines up to be the starter at their position.
It seems like a wasted draft. Now, we could 2 years down the road from now look dumb when Penix is really good. There have been a lot of good memes that come out of this. I don't know if you sent it or somebody else did, but I saw one. It said, dogs in Atlanta hearing there was another black left QB drafted.
Yep.
Hilarious.
I saw that one.
Holy fuck, it smells like shit in here. I'm so pissed. She does that every fucking week. You know what I need to do next time is move her fucking shit box out of here and close the door. I'm doing that next week. Remind me. Any other thoughts on the draft before? Oh, I got one more thought. Caleb Williams, definitely gay.
Yeah.
I heard him talk for the first time when we were watching. 100% gay. What was the other take I had? I had another take. Oh,
I
Bo
got a
Nix.
couple things.
I got a take on Bo Nix. He's going to be good.
Yeah, I like that they went and got the wide receiver in the 4th round from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
It was his top receiver at Oregon, and now Bo Nix gets to go right into the NFL with the same guy. He might, Troy Franklin? He might be the Broncos' #1 this year over Sutton because Judy's gone.
I think Sutton will stay #1. Sutton was really good last year. Don't forget the Broncos got Josh Reynolds too, who's serviceable.
That's also true.
They've got Troy Franklin. They're saying Troy Franklin is the 4th receiver. I don't believe that. 5th. I guess it depends how you look at it.
It depends on
Sutton,
Josh
Reynolds, Mims.
No, it won't. Mims will not be above him because Sean Payton fucking hates Mims. He barely used him last year.
Yeah, I think Troy Franklin could be really good. He's fast as fuck. I remember watching that Oregon Colorado game. It was a fucking track race for Troy Franklin. Why don't you get your other pick or other takes out, and then we'll hit MLB here.
So a couple things on quarterbacks. Spencer Rattler to the Saints, I think, could end up being decent. Maybe 2 years in the future.
That dude he built a career off of hype. He's never performed. He sucked at Oklahoma. He was mid at South Carolina. And now people are like, oh, this guy could be good. He won't be good. I'm calling it right now.
I've just heard some things about how he's matured his game since leaving. Where did he play last? Was South Carolina where he played last?
Yeah.
So wherever he was before, was it Oklahoma before he went to South Carolina?
I think he's only played at 2 schools.
A lot of people are saying he matured a ton since he left Oklahoma. And though he wasn't putting up ungodly numbers for South Carolina, he still should be plenty serviceable in the next couple of years. The other one was Jordan Travis to the Jets. I think this is a very sleeper pick. Jordan Travis out of Florida State.
Sorry, I had a random thought pop in my head. I'll bring it up when you're done.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I mean, Jordan Travis was electric before he got injured. And Rodgers may only have...
He snapped his leg, didn't he?
What?
He snapped his leg, didn't he?
Yeah. Rodgers may only have 1 or 2 years left. And, like, this is another... This is pretty much the Jordan Love right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they both played... I'm not going to say Florida State's a small school, but, like, not huge market schools. And then...
Florida State's a pretty big market school.
Yeah, I guess. But it's more like
the number 3
Jordan Travis got injured, so he didn't get as much TV time come the end of the year when he was playing his best, whereas Jordan Love was playing for a smaller school, so he didn't get as much TV time. Not as many people really noticed them. But Jordan Travis was lighting up schools before he got injured. Now he's going to go sit behind Rodgers for maybe a year or two and is 100% going to be the number 2 quarterback until Rodgers is gone, because there's no Zach Wilson there anymore. I think...
Who won the Heisman last year?
Last year, Bijan. No, not Bijan.
Bijan's never won a Heisman.
Who was it?
I can't remember.
Bo Nix? No. Caleb. Duh.
No, that
saying...
that was last year. I meant this year. Sorry, I got it up right now. I just got to scroll to it.
Jaden Daniels.
Caleb Williams was 2 years ago. Yes, Jaden Daniels. Jesus, why couldn't I think of it? I was gonna say before the season, Rattler was the Heisman favorite. I don't know if you remember.
Yep.
Crazy.
My last QB thing. We have QB controversy in the Patriots system. Joe Milton. 6th round pick.
Oh, what did I see? Hang on, I gotta find.
Joe Milton's coming for QB1.
He's ass. No, hang on. I had a take. It was a good one too. I gotta find it.
Okay, well, while you look for that,
talk about Joe Milton. Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna go to running backs real quick. Jonathan Brooks, he should be RB1 for Carolina. He's a stud. Blake Corum with the Rams is kind of a weird fit. I don't think he'll be the starter, but I definitely think he's going to eat into what's his name's carries a little bit, especially at the goal line. Kyron Williams.
Fuck is his name? Yeah, it's what Harbaugh's doing. He's building Michigan.
Yeah.
He drafted the lineman. He got Blake. Or no, sorry.
I was gonna say wrong. LA.
Wrong team. Every team is trying to replicate what's going on right now, where you got to have 2 running backs. You need the big boy and you need the speed guy.
Yeah.
And I think Corum is going to fit perfect with Williams, where Corum can bust out a big run, but Williams is going to be the workhorse.
But I think Corum's going to be your goal line back.
Probably. Just 'cause he's so small and he just squeezes in there, man. It's insane.
Personally, this draft sucked for fantasy. Another one was Jalen Wright going to Tennessee, or going to Miami. Awesome running back. I wish he would have went somewhere that didn't have a good running back, because he could have been an easy day 1 starter. But now with Mostert and Achane there, I feel like they're all just going to split because they're all fast as fuck. And like it fits the system perfect. But Achane and Wright are probably going to be on the back burner to Mostert, because Mostert was so good last year. Just sucks.
Achane's a stud.
Yeah, but they're like the same player, and Achane is injury prone. Braylon Allen to the Jets. Fun pick. I don't know if anything's gonna come of it. Izzy, you remember Izzy from Hard Knocks with the Jets?
Yeah.
rip him. He's done for.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Wide receivers, Marv, awesome. He's going to be RB1. Malik Neighbors, RIP. Sorry about it. Did you see that there was apparently the first press conference that they had with Malik Neighbors was so awkward? Or not press conference. First time Neighbors met Danny Dimes was so awkward that the media team didn't even post it.
I thought that was a fake tweet.
I don't know.
Is that real?
I have no idea.
I thought that was a fake tweet. I remember my funny take now. The Commanders, so they signed Sam Hartman out of Notre Dame to the largest undrafted free agent deal. And I think the Commanders are trying to replicate what they did with Robert Griffin and Kirk Cousins. They took, what's his name? Jaden Daniels. And they found their white Kirk Cousins and Sam Hartman.
Well, Kirk Cousins got the reverse treatment this year.
True. Kirk Cousins knows how it feels.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I think they're trying to, I mean, they want a quarterback. Sam Hartman, he's fucking 45 years old claiming AARP, but he can get it done.
Quick other things real fast on wide receivers. Rome Odunze, probably going to be a bust this year because there's so many weapons in Chicago now. Xavier Worthy is literally Tyreek Hill 2.0 for the Chiefs, and that's going to be so fun to watch. Ricky Pearsall, I'm pretty sure the Niners are trading a wide receiver, whether it's Ayuk or Debo. I just don't know which one yet. Xavier Legette.
I saw they might lose both.
No. They'll trade one.
I saw a tweet that they're nervous about retaining both because they're both pissed they took a receiver. Did you see C.J. Stroud, when Pearsall got drafted, he was on some draft show, and he was like, oh, man, how'd they even know about him? I wanted him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. You can't have every weapon you want. You've got Diggs, Tank Dell, and Nico Collins. Do you really need another stud rookie? Get the fuck out of here. Tank Dell got shot, by the way.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
He's fine. But
not R.I.P., sorry, he's alive.
Yeah. Other one, Xavier Legette to the Panthers. Have you heard his accent? Awesome.
Dude's the most southern. Oh, my God. I couldn't understand a word he said in that presser.
Keon Coleman to the Bills. Awesome fit. I think he's going to be really good. His press conference was dope, too. Have you seen
his press conference was awesome, talking about his Macy's jacket. And then did you see him going in the cryo chamber? Is that what it's called? It's like the freezing cold for PT. He went in. He's like, what did he say? He's like, man, that's cold as a bitch. I got to be in there in my underwear. And he's like, wait, let's go back in. I look like the Undertaker coming out. It was awesome. Dude's just, he's hilarious.
And then if you want a sleeper for fantasy this year in wide receivers, I think it's going to be Javon Baker with the Patriots, 4th round pick. That's pretty much all I got. I don't think I had anything
You think
else.
Drake May's going to be good?
I think the way they built the system around him, I heard this on a podcast I was talking about. They were recapping the draft and how like the builds of the receivers that they have are pretty much the same builds as the receivers that Drake May had in 2023 when he kind of blew up. Or, yeah, 2023, whatever. And by them drafting the way they did, it's kind of setting him up for the same way that he played the year he had his best year. So, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. It's New England, and I don't really know what's going to come of it. It's a completely new system, like new coach and everything. So it might be tough. I think he might be like a Trevor Lawrence type where it takes him a year or two to fully blossom. I don't think he'll ever fully live up to the hype, but I think he'll be okay.
Sorry, I was reading about Mac Jones. I forgot he went to the Jags. I saw Drake May's tape. He could be special, but North Carolina quarterbacks have not done well in the NFL.
Yeah.
Sam Howell. Who's the other one? Trubisky.
Yep.
Haven't been good. All right, let's talk a little baseball and then wrap this thing up. We ended up going longer than I thought we would. I don't have much to say about the Tigers. It's literally same. They lose a game, they win a game. They lose a game, they win a game. Skubal looks great. Torkelson can't hit. The whole team can't really hit. Wensiel Perez has been a pleasant surprise, even though he went 0 for today. But he hit his first career home run with me in the crowd. And what was I going to say? Oh, the kid that caught it, I don't think the kid actually caught it, but there was Kids Day at the park. So they showed the kid giving it to him, and it was this big special thing. Like, oh, so nice, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. That kid didn't catch that fucking ball. But, yeah, man, I mean, we haven't lost a series since we played the Rangers, and that's our only series loss on the year. Everything else has been a tie or a series win. So I keep saying we're going to finish right around 500, maybe a little bit above, but honestly, that's improvement. And we just need to find some fucking hitters. We fixed our pitching problem. Our starting pitching has been actually good, except for Maeda. Maeda hasn't looked good. And the bullpen's been fantastic, except for today. Yeah, I mean, it's just we win a game, we lose a game. Sometimes we'll win 2, and then we'll lose 1. Like, it's just the same thing over and over again. I think it's time to send Torkelson down. But you know what's going to happen is I'm almost ready to label Torkelson a bust, and we need to dump him somewhere because this dude – see, the hard thing, though, is that he started slow like this last year, too, and then he just got hot. But the difference between last year and this year, he was hitting a lot of hard balls and just getting unlucky. He's not hitting shit. There's no hard hits, nothing. If you send him down to the minors, there's a chance that he's talented enough that he just rakes in the minors again, and then we call him back up, and then he's going to suck. Because it's just, there's a difference between AAA good and Major League good, and Torkelson's right in that middle ground, where he's pretty good in AAA, then he gets to the majors, and he's ass. Now, I am probably the biggest Torkelson believer out there. I've actually got a Bowman's First signed card. I wish he was better, because I need to offload this, and right now they're selling for like $10. So, $10, hit me up, Torkelson, rookie card, sign, if you want it. It's all yours, it's graded PSA 10. Or no, it's not PSA. It's
BGS.
What's the other big one? Yeah, BGS. So yeah, hit me up. It's on the market. I'm getting rid of it. Actually, I think it's right behind me. Oh, I can't see. How about your Brewers? How have they been looking? Are we both teams still above 500?
Yeah, we're 17 and 11. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a rough week. We have not been able to. I shouldn't say we haven't been able to hit. We haven't been able to really score runs. Granted, I don't know. That's tough to say, too. We lost. So last week, we lost to the Pirates 4-2, then 2-1. Then we beat them 3-2, then 7-5. So we put up more than 3 runs one time that series. And then we played the Yankees. We won 7-6, lost 15-3, lost 15-5, and then we lost to the Rays 1-0 last night. I'm not going to lie. We've gotten fucked by the umps 2 games in a row. I don't know if you've seen this. So it was
I did see the
with
one,
Judge,
the catcher's interference.
Oh, okay. So you didn't see the Judge one. Perfect. I don't remember what inning. I think it was the 6th inning. Tied 5-5. Ball hit second base, trying to turn a double play. Judge is going from first to second. He slides and puts his hand up, knocks the ball down from the double play. They rule Judge out, but don't rule the guy out at first. After that, the Yankees ended up putting up 10 more runs. The rest of the game, we lost 15-5. It was tied 5-5, mind you. Looking at the rule book, they both should have been ruled out. Inning would have been over. Next day, playing the Rays yesterday, it's 1-0. Was it bottom of the 9th when that happened? Yeah, bottom of the 9th, runner on third. Jake Bauers is up to bat. Bryce Trang is on third. Speed guy on third. Swing and a miss at a slider at his back ankle. But on his backswing, the bat hits the catcher in the helmet, and the ball goes by the catcher to the backstop. Trang scores. We thought, okay, great. Tie game, runner on first, bottom of the 9th. Nope, umpire's discretion calls Bauers out for the strikeout, calls it a dead ball, sends Trang back to third. We ended up not getting him in. Game over, we lose 1-0. Looking at the rule book,
that was
you could have called it a dead ball, and it's on umpire's discretion. But if the ball gets past the catcher is when it really becomes discretion. And if you watch the replay, the catcher actually slid forward and got hit in the helmet. Personally, I think it was bullshit. But regardless, pitching has been real bad. We're facing a lot of injuries right now. Tyler Black got called up today, though, and he's going to be first base / DH. He can also play second base. I'm excited for him. He's been mashing the ball in AAA. Hopefully he's here to save the day, and we can just not worry about pitching and just put up a shit ton of runs every game. But no, we need to trade for pitching ASAP, so that's our big issue.
I hope our teams stay above 500. This is fun.
I know, it is. Two other things about baseball. So the Trout knee surgery is a torn meniscus. So he'll probably be out.
Yeah, how is that not season ending?
It'll probably be like 6 weeks. I've seen that happen before.
That's not even that bad.
No.
That's not even that bad. I'm not even mad. Take your time off, MT.
And then speaking about the Angels, Joe Adell, my boy, is back. I have a 1-on-1 card that I need to offload of Joe Adell. He's absolutely raking. I just picked him up in fantasy yesterday. He is currently hitting. Give me a second. I got to get to the stats.
Joe Adell, PSA 9 rookie card, SP.
See, mine is not graded. Mine is just a raw. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? It logged me out. I'm pretty sure he's batting I think it's 341 right now. I'm going to get it. He's batting 321, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a 996 OPS. Killing the ball, barely striking out. When he was a quadruple A player, he was just striking out 24/7. That is not the issue anymore. He's become an everyday player. He is awesome. Post-hype sleeper. I hope he becomes MVP of the league, and I can sell my 101 for a couple grand raw. That'd be nice. So, Joe Adell.
Hey, how has Grayson Rodriguez been doing?
Pretty good. Not fantastic.
Look at these boys.
Those are nice.
3 autos, one of them a patch,
immaculate?
all rookies.
Are those immaculate?
No, they're all Leaf
that's
Trinity.
what it is. I have a couple of those
Which
of some bums, but
Leaf is garbage.
I have a rookie RPA.
Yeah, I've got a Tanner McDougal. Do you know Tanner McDougal?
I've heard of him, but
I'm pretty sure he's still in the minors. I think he's in the
I have
but I
have a Dalton Jeffries rookie RPA. He was a pitcher for the A's. I don't know where he is now, but he never lived up to the hype.
Hey, how's Jack Leiter been?
He went back down. It was a spot start.
Oh. Remember when I had his 1 of 1? I sold that shit for I had his 1 of 1, and then there was 1 out of 5. I sold that shit for $500 for our Vegas trip, and thank God.
He's still going to be good eventually. It's just when. He's been really good in the minors this year.
He started out so bad, and that's when I sold. I pretty much sold right when I got it.
Yeah, his command was so bad. But
anyways, enough about our cards. Should we tackle this grid?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me share my screen to you. I have not looked today. I almost accidentally did it at work. Screen 1. Yes, this one. Is this big enough?
Yeah,
or no?
that'll work.
I'll do this. All right, so we got Packers and Lions today. Let's go. All right, across the top, we got Packers, Dolphins, 50-plus career sacks. That's going to be tough. Going down, we've got Texans, Patriots, Lions. So let's start with your Packers column. Who should we do for Packers, Lions here? Let's work together. So you've got Jamal Williams, obviously.
Did Matt Flynn ever come to the Lions?
I'm not confident enough to say yes or no. No. I think it might just have to be Jamal Williams. That's the chalk pick, but that's all I've got. Fine. We can wait. We can think of something.
Packers,
for that. What about
Patriots?
Packers,
I think is Darius Smith.
Yep, he definitely went to the Pats. Wait, that wasn't this year though, was it? He's played for the Patriots.
He was with the Vikings last year. I thought we got him from the Patriots.
Let's hold off then. Packers, Texans.
Mercedes
that should be like a
Lewis.
tight end or something.
Actually, he played for the Patriots.
Did he? I know he's been around.
I'm pretty sure.
Let's wait. Let's wait.
Jimmy Graham.
Dolphins. Here, let's do. Jimmy Graham, Packers. Who?
I think he played for the Texans.
No, definitely not. Dolphins, Lions is Ndamukong Suh. 50+ sacks career Lions. I feel like Night Train Lane
100%.
probably did. I'm gonna put him in. I don't. What is his actual name? Just Dick? Oh, Night Train Lane. There you go. He didn't. Great. Fuck. Lions 50 sacks. I doubt Suh has 50 sacks.
Well, we can't use them anyways, but.
Oh yeah. Fuck. We already got one wrong. I knew that was gonna be hard though. 50 sacks
J.J.
is
Watt.
fucking possible. You think Clowney's got 50? JJ's definitely got 50. Nice. Patriots 50. I immediately think Will Fork, but I don't think he does. I think haven't we had something before? That was in a season though. Will Fork. Who else for the Patriots? Man, this is a tough one. Dolphins, Patriots. Eric Decker? No.
Braxton Berrios.
Dolphins, Texans. I think Berrios has only played for the Jets and Dolphins. All right, let's fill some of this out. We've already got one wrong anyways. So, Lions, Packers. We'll put Jamal because that's right. Damn, that picture. Packers, Texans.
I want to say
There's gotta
Mercedes
be
Lewis.
We can do it. Fuck it. Mercedes
Damn.
Lewis. Nope. Packers, Patriots. Who did we
Zadarius
say?
Smith.
Zadarius
Oh
Smith.
my God.
Austin doesn't know his own fucking team. All right, back to the drawing board. We got to at least get the Packers column, or else we're gonna look bad. Packers, Patriots, Packers, Patriots, Packers, Patriots.
I'm fucking dumb. Packers, Texans, Randall Cobb.
Randall. Packers, Patriots. We got to get this one, or else we look bad.
I got nothing.
I'm gonna throw out a 50+ sacks career here. The fuck's that guy's name? No, he hasn't. I don't know. Sacks are so hard. Defensive stats are just impossible. I'm gonna throw out Will Fork here, but then we'll save that last one. I think this is wrong. Yep. All right, Packers, Patriots. There's gotta be somebody. Do you want to try Mercedes Lewis?
Yeah,
We were
sure.
talking about it. Fuck it. Nope. Martellus
He was a fucking
Bennett.
tight end.
I thought him earlier too. So Sue for the Lions, 50 sacks. Chandler Jones, 50 sacks for the Patriots. Wes Welker. Tunsil for Dolphins, Texans. I should have got that. I want to see who else would have worked for Packers, Lions. Let's see. TJ Lang. Oh, duh. Tim Boyle. Who was your quarterback? Matt Flynn.
I
Never
knew
did
there was a backup
that.
quarterback, just couldn't remember which one. Tim Boyle was the one.
Right. No running backs other than Jamal. Receiving. I don't recognize any of these fucking names. Jesus. It's like all old. Jeremy Ross. I know him. And then all players. All right. All good. We can look into this when we're done here. All right. Let's do the spin. We were hot last week. Let's see if we can continue the dominance.
Give us a 4-timer.
Yep. Shit, I don't have the numbers. Oh, 0 just hit. Should we wait? Executive decision. We're waiting a spin.
Okay.
I need this over here. There. We could have doubled up our 0, though. If it goes back-to-back, I'm going to be salty because that would have been 120. How are our numbers doing right now? They're cold as mother. 22 with a 50x, but that was a long time ago. 3. Okay. All right, so hopefully this isn't our numbers, and Jake made a good decision. Just no lightnings. No lightnings. No lightnings. Oh, 24, 50x. Okay. That would still hurt. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. No. 0 on the back-to-back. Oh, my God. Now we're sitting out until it misses. Fuck, that would have been 120 right there. Damn it. Oh, Jake, what are you doing? That backfired. All right, we're sitting out until it misses our number. Hopefully they're getting hot right now. That would have been 1 there, so if it goes back-to-back now, I missed a back-to-back for us. Damn, dude. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're stupid. All right, no lightning numbers. There you go. Keep them low. Save them up for the next round. Fuck, 13, 50x. Okay. Nothing. No way. Okay, 15. All right, we're in. Here we go. All right, so 15 for our back-to-back. 0, 2, 3, 9, 15, 13, 22, 23, 24, and 30. There we go. We're in. Oh, that does hurt, though. All right, so now we got to hit 5 in a row, so I made the right decision. Come on, baby. Show me like 5 lightning numbers. 2. Just one of them ours. 8 and 27. Not ours. All right, so we got to hit here so we can run it back. Whoa.
Oh.
That was weird, man. It was kind of in the 9, and then it went to 14. Damn it.
Tough.
My fault. My fault. We should have hopped in. Damn it. All right. Well, that wraps up this one. This weekend, I have a bowling tournament, and we're golfing on Saturday. I'm very excited. Can't wait to talk about it next week. But that's all, folks. Have a great weekend. Let's hit some tanks, adore some tutties. See you next week.
Peace.